Hey everybody, this is Bill Heenan with the Heenan Group over at William Ravis Real Estate. Sitting here today, kind of a little different stands behind my desk, sort of like a fireside chat. Wanting to give you our latest and greatest Southeastern Connecticut real estate update here, December 17th, 2020. We were just hammered with a foot of snow, so I had plenty of time to make a video. I wanted to check in and let you know a little bit about what's going on in our marketplace. Certainly, it's been an incredible year. I don't think there's anybody in our area that doesn't realize that at this point. We've had increase in demand. I just ran the stats. We had a 10% increase in demand and a 10% decrease in supply, which in any market, that sets up a very strong seller supply, or seller side, I should say. And that's continues to be where we are at this point. I think that inventory is going to continue to build a little bit as the market starts to realize that we are in a much better pricing scenario, and as sellers start to get more comfortable about what's going on in the world around us. As far as pricing is concerned, we've seen an incredible increase in pricing. I was saying that in the last 6-7 months, I felt like the prices had gone up 10 to 15%, and I just ran the numbers and they went up 12.8%. Median price in 2019 being $230,000 to the median price in 2020 being $258,000. So that's an incredible increase in median price. I think that we went from 2005 levels, if you look at a graph, to 2007 levels in a very short time. And I think that we have a lot of run up left in us. If I was to guess, I think we probably have about 10%, if I want to say conservatively, 10% more that we'll probably see in increased prices before we start to see the slowdown and maybe our eventual turn. Because remember, everything that goes up must go down eventually. But in my career, I think we're in the best position that we've ever been in. And I've been doing this since 1991. Now, a lot of people ask me about whether or not it's a good time to sell, whether they should wait for the spring market. Well, my feedback on that is that we're in a very unusual selling season right now. We've got high demand. We've got low supply. People are home. People are thinking about where they live, where they're going to be living over the coming months into spring and into summer. And I don't think we've felt really any level of slowdown. So I know that my team has an incredible amount of pending units right now. We seem to be still moving into multiple offers on 30% of our listings. Each and every sale seems to be driving a new price. So we have a heavily inclining market. So I don't see the reasons why you would wait. In a typical year, maybe we would wait to February sometime, the beginning of our spring market. But this year, I don't believe you should wait unless you're maybe a water vicinity property. And there might be some dynamics about that might make you want to wait for that spring market to begin. But otherwise, now's the time. The other thing about that is that we expect interest rates to start to rise, right? Like when we talk about this market being a very good seller's market, meaning that it's not so good for buyers, the one good thing that it is for buyers is the interest rates are incredibly low. I think I just got quoted a 30-year rate at 2.75% based on a credit score of above 720. Those rates are lifetime rates. We all know that. So as the rates begin to move, though, because they will move as we move into this 2021 year, they may go from 2.75 to 3.25. I don't think they're going to spike anytime soon, but that movement in rate is going to create an incredible amount of demand. If we think we have a lot of demand now, wait for those rates to start to move. And I think by being on the market right now, you're going to capitalize on that movement and that demand. So I think that if you're thinking about selling, now's the time to get selling. From buyer's standpoint, now's the time to get in there and find that house. It's hard to find a good listing right now. I'm the first to admit that, but the rates really drive a need to go ahead and make that effort and find your next home now, because the difference in pricing between a 2.75 rate and the 3.25 rate is incredible over a 30-year amortization schedule. So the other thing about a 2.75 rate, you'll never refi it. There'll never be a need to refi that rate. The rate that you'll have for the history of that home, for your history with that home. So once again, you can always subscribe to my future videos, my future updates by clicking on that lower right-hand subscribe button on your screen right now, or you can visit us on our website at www.billheenan.net. You can reach me on my cell phone at 860-460-8053. We are always here to help, and we are always looking forward to your call.